I'm Nikki, and I'm here to talk to you about the theory of goal attainment by Imogene. Imogene was a nurse who was born in 1923 in West Point, Iowa. She had her Bachelor's of Science of Nursing from St. Louis University in 1948, and she also went on to get her Master's of Nursing from that same university in 1957. She got a doctorate of teachers from Teachers College, Columbia University in 1961, and she went on to develop her theory of goal attainment in 1961, which was an ongoing process. She received an honorary doctorate of education from Southern Illinois University. She received the prestigious Jessie M. Scott Award in 1996 and was inducted to the ANA Hall of Fame in 2004. She died December 24th in 2007. The theory of goal attainment was derived from King's conceptual framework of an interpersonal system. The client-nurse interaction occurs as actions, reactions, and interactions through which information is shared, relationships are created between the nurse and the client. Goals are then and means for attaining those goals are then mutually established, and she thought that the health perceptions and interpersonal relationships and social systems were crucial to the nursing discipline. Nursing is defined as the protection, promotion, and optimization of health and abilities and the prevention of illness and injury, and the alleviation of suffering through the diagnosis and treatment of human response, advocacy in the care of individuals, families, communities, and the population. That's the definition by the ANA in 2013. King went on, her definition was of nursing was that nursing is a process of human interactions between the nurse and the client, whereby each perceives the other in the situation, and through communication they set goals, explore means, and agree on means to achieve those goals. The major premise of this theory was that nursing is to help individuals maintain their health so they have the ability to function in their roles. Nursing is a process of action, reaction, and interaction that results in the goal attainment. There are some assumptions with this goal attainment theory. One being that humans are always interacting, which we are. Human beings are social. The assumption of controlling and perceiving. There are major concepts. These are broken down into interacting systems, personal, interpersonal, and social systems. Concepts of the personal system is more, as it says, personal, your perception of yourself, your growth, development, body image, time, space, all these personal things, how we perceive ourselves. As our slide indicates, you may think of yourself as a lion when you're just a little kitten, or others perceive you as a kitten. Concepts for the interpersonal system is the interaction, the communication, transaction, role, stress, how we interact with our patients, what they perceive that we said, what we hear them say. Also, there's the next one, a concept of social system. That's more I think of as organizations like family, church, organizations they may belong to, how they perceive their role in the status of the patient. Are they the caregiver? Are they the provider in the family? Decision making, who makes the decisions, those type of things. Here are oppositions of King's theory are that the perceptual interaction is accurate if the nurse-client transaction will occur. If the nurse and client make a transaction, then a goal will be obtained. If the goal obtained is satisfactory, then a satisfactory outcome will occur. If transactions are made in client-nurse interaction, growth and development will be enhanced. If role expectation and role performance as perceived by a nurse and client are congruent, then a transaction will occur. And if the role conflict is experienced by nurse, client, or both, then stress in the nurse-client interaction will occur. I think we've all had that happen. If nurse with special knowledge, skill, communicates appropriately and the appropriate information to the client, then a mutual goal setting and attainment will occur. King's theory, it encompasses the four BSN competencies of the National League for Nursing. And those are human flourishing, nursing judgment, professional identity, and the spirit of inquiry. I think that her theory clearly encompasses pretty much all of these things. When you talk about human flourishing, the definition is there, of course, but I think that human flourishing, it was described according to King as the knowledge from other fields which can be borrowed, used in nursing. She believed that nursing was an applied science and that nurses are expected to integrate the knowledge that we receive from the natural and behavioral science and humanities to apply that knowledge in our everyday concrete situations. All right? Use what you learn from other individuals or other entities. Nursing judgment, I think that the goal attainment theory clearly encompasses this one as well. She felt that the function of the professional nurse was to interpret information in the nursing process, to plan, implement, and evaluate nursing care, to maintain individuals, to help maintain their health so they can function in their roles. And that's what we do on a daily basis using the nursing process. Professional identity. To me, in order to utilize King's theory, you must acquire specialized knowledge, which we all have learned, whatever specialty we have gone into. And you must be able to communicate this in an effective manner, or communication will be broken. Furthermore, goal attainment even can be compromised if you do not communicate. So it doesn't matter how much you know, if you can't communicate to our clients, then we have a problem. Sorry about that. Spirit of inquiry, that encompasses the act of evolving scholar who contributes to the development of the science of nursing practice by identifying questions in need of study. It goes on to a further, longer definition, but King seems to encompass that. She said that nursing needed to be promoted as a science, and that the relationship between nursing and research should be seen as a way to build scientific knowledge. So clearly, research and higher learning was very important in King's theory. Evaluation of King's theory of goal attainment. I did this by comparing her theory with Dorothea Orum's conceptual model of self-care. You can see many similarities and differences in those four components. I tended to compare these using the four components of the nursing conceptual model, that being person, health, environment, and nursing. And in the area of person, the definition that King used was person is a social being who are thinking, feeling, able to choose alternative actions and make and set specific goals. Oram thought that person is described as an integrated whole and has a capacity for self-knowledge and engagement of action. Regarding health, King thought that health was a dynamic life experience of human beings, which implies continuous adjustment to stressors, the internal and external stressors of life, for the optimum use of one's resources to achieve maximum potential for daily living. Oram, on the other hand, thought that it was a the state of wholeness, integrity of human beings. Said that persons are said to be healthy when they are structurally and functionally sound and whole. Regarding the environment, King really didn't have a definition of environment, where Oram thought that she discussed the development and context of environment as a set of conditions that motivate a person to establish appropriate goals and adjust behavior to achieve those goals. Regarding nursing, King thought that nursing was a helping profession and that it provided a service that met a social need. The domain of nursing includes promotion of health, maintenance and restoration of health care of the sick and injured, and care of the dying. Oram defined nursing as a creative effort of one human being to help another human being, so more of a one-on-one thing. Nursing focuses on individual abilities and requirements for self-care. So Oram was more inclined towards the self-care, getting a patient back to where they can take care of themselves, where King's was more of a goal-oriented, making goals, interacting, setting goals, and making sure those goals were attained. When you compare the cultural considerations, King's was a little more limited regarding if you have communication barriers. It's really hard to communicate and to set a goal, and implement a goal, and to set them and to achieve them. Hers is a more middle range scope, where Oram's was considered to be more wide. She acknowledged more that self-care and dependent family members are learned behavior, and provided a global perspective for the nursing practice, education, and research. There's a little diagram which you can see clearly. Just kind of talks about the system of interacting, action, adjustment, interaction, and helping to set the goals. Advantages of King's theory were that it's logical, it's easily understood, it's something we use every day using our nursing process, I feel. Goes well with the nursing process. It's simple, easy to use, encourages nurses to assist the patients with setting goals and attaining their self-care needs. It encourages communication between the patient and the nurse, as well as other interdisciplinary members of the healthcare team. It's not just the nurse and the patient. The disadvantages, as I said, I found that it assumes that individuals are rational and capable of engaging in confident decision making. That's not always the case. I'm sure you psych nurses can give me lots of examples where they just can't make or won't make competent decisions. Elderly, they have this elements of dementia and not be able to. Another disadvantage is it deals with limited nursing phenomena of communication. Again, comatose, babies. Now you could say that perhaps you can deal with the family members of those, but she really doesn't mention that in most of the literature. It has limited application in settings where the patient is just unable to interact competently. Theory and practice. King's research and theory has been used as a framework for practice all over the world. We use it daily, whether we know it or not, whether you're thinking about it or not. Anytime you're doing nursing process, you're using her theory of goal attainment. Much research of the theory has been performed, as witnessed by studies conducted in Pakistan in 2006. I did find a study. This study concluded that King's conceptual framework and theory of goal attainment provided direction for nursing practice by emphasizing the process of multidisciplinary collaboration, communication, interaction, and transaction, and use of critical thinking. It incorporated the whole hospital, respiratory therapists, social work. It brought everybody together and for the betterment of the patient, to set goals that could be attained and included the patient in the implementation of the goal setting. The theory was put into practice in the said hospital, Aga Khan University Hospital in Pakistan. Clinical pathways were derived from this and were set into place, which enhanced multidisciplinary collaboration, consistency of practice, and coordination of care, and the effectiveness of patient education as well as the patient's expectations. The conclusion is a multitude of research has been done supporting King's theory of goal attainment. Nurses in all areas of practice use this theory on a daily basis in the States as well as the entire world. Communication and goal setting is an intricate part of the nursing process. Successful implementation of this concept will help the healthcare professional to deliver high-quality care and ensure patient satisfaction. And those are my references. And thank you, and I appreciate your help.
Yes.